You know what, Holly? I'm actually really excited for tomorrow because it's Eid, so I'm really excited.
I still don't know what Eid is.
Well, Eid is a celebration that Muslims all around the world celebrate, basically. It's not more of a festival, it's more of a celebration like Christmas. But we have two, if that makes sense. We have a little Eid and we have a big Eid. Do you want me to explain both?
Yeah.
Right, the small Eid is because obviously, you remember when I was fasting and I was like, we were all doing pee and I wanted water but I couldn't have it. It's a bit like that because we wasn't allowed to eat for 30 days. Not completely, but it's fasting. You're not allowed to eat whilst the sun is up. So after 30 days of fasting, you have a celebration, which is Eid, and that's of 2 days. That's why it's called a small Eid, whereas the big one is of 3 days. And that is after, basically, Prophet Abraham, when God blessed him with a son after many years, God wanted to see how much he loved God. And he said, look, I want you to sacrifice your son. And after being brave enough to do that, God obviously didn't take his son away from him, and actually there was a lamb that appeared and the lamb was sacrificed instead. So that's classed as Qurbani. So basically Muslims all around the world give sacrifice of animals, and the meat they get from there they give to the poor, because it's all about charity and giving to the poor and stuff. And also around the same time there's a holy pilgrimage that takes place. So lots of Muslims around the world, they go to Saudi Arabia for a holy pilgrimage, and then by the time they come back, it's Eid. So that's for 3 days. That's why it's called the Big Eid. So yeah.
What do you do on Eid? Is it like our Christmas?
Well, yeah, it's near enough the same. Like we have the family meals, but like you have one Christmas dinner and we have numerous family meals. Like my house, we have 3 different families, and we all we'll have the dinner, 12 o'clock dinner at one house, and then we'll have the evening dinner at somebody else's, and then the second day will go on, and it's always, I don't know, it's like a tradition. Obviously we get presents and stuff, but you're meant to have new outfits, new shoes, new clothes, everything for the 3 different days. So that does class as your presents, but you get money from everybody. So yeah, you could say it's like Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you manage to eat all that food?
I don't really know, but any excuse to get fat. But I mean, you just eat and eat, and then, but you're just so tempted because it always looks so nice. And I'll go to one of my aunties and it'll just be like, shall I have it? And then I'll complain. I'll be like, oh my god, I can't stuff any more in. But then I'll still sit at the table and eat a ton. So it's alright.
What else do you do on the day?
Well, me personally, first we do the family meal, and then I always go off to my friend's house, and then I stay there a bit, and then eat more, and then take loads of selfies, and then it's either go out or just have a nice day in with the mates. Really, mine just mostly consists of taking selfies. That's probably the only reason I actually put in the effort. But yeah, that's about it really. It's fun. It's really family and friends orientated. That's basically what it's about.
I still don't understand why you fast though.
Well, basically it's all about thinking about those who are less fortunate, because obviously we do get to eat when the sun's down, but it's just that kind of idea that we don't eat for sometimes it's 12 hours depending on when the fast falls on. But you just have to think to yourself, I'm getting the food at the end of the day. There's people around the world who don't get it at all. And it's just, in that 30 days, you're meant to be the perfect person, the perfect Muslim, meant to be caring about others, not just whether they're Muslims or not, it's just about, in general, being a good person to everybody. It's basically what it's all about, just taking care of other people as well as yourself. It's all about giving to charity. You have to give 2.5% of your yearly earnings towards charity as well, because it's all about giving back and just appreciating what you have. And then we have, after 30 days of starving ourselves, as they like to say, you have that nice of having everything. It's all about having everything and taking it away and seeing if you can resist. Because obviously I have loads of questions. People ask me, well, yeah, but you can just go and have a glass of water when nobody's watching. But it's about self-control as well. It's about how much you can tolerate as a person and how much willpower you've got. it's not about proving to other people, it's about proving to yourself and to God. It's a relationship you share. So it's just the idea of what you can do as a person and how much you can do.
There are 5 pillars of Islam. The first one is Shahada.
Shahada is testimony of faith to prove to yourself and to God that you're a Muslim.
The second one is Salah.
Salah is praying 5 times a day.
The third one is Zakat.
Zakat is charity. You give 2.5% of your yearly earnings to charity, to poor people, and just having a smile on your face is like a charity. Being nice and preserving your environment.
The fourth one is Ramadan.
Ramadan is fasting for 30 days.
And the last one is Hajj.
Hajj is pilgrimage that people go on once in their lifetime if they can afford it.
So, why are they called pillars?
They're called pillars because each one of them supports you throughout your lifetime.
I've heard you become a Muslim, is it true?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah.
That's very good, because a lot of people think that like Muslims originate from one place. They're from like everywhere, aren't they? Like, for example, you come from Slovakia and you're a Muslim, but people just don't understand that. They just like, they like stereotype you, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, like they think that all Muslims are one skin colour, but there's all type of skin colours.
There's a mosque in like Sheffield that I go to. There's white Muslims, there's black Muslims, there's all kinds of Muslims in the world. But people don't see that. They just believe we're all brown, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.